what's up guys? John here. Hope you're having a great day. And in today's lesson, I'm going to show you how to play Bring It On Home by Led Zeppelin. We're going to break the song down into a few different sections and really check out some of these classic Jimmy Page guitar parts. Before we get into the lesson, make sure to hit the thumbs up button. That's the first step in learning this song. No, but seriously, thank you guys for the support, and make sure you're subscribed because we're dropping new guitar lessons every single day on the channel. They're really going to help out your playing, and tons of value you can get out of it totally for free. With that said, let's get into the lesson. So the tune opens up just vamping on sort of an E blues figure, and then we go into a loose 12-bar blues like this. And this is your typical sort of root 5th, root 6th blues movement here. We're going to play a 1-bar pattern. It starts with the open E string and the 2nd fret on the A string. We're also going to lay our palm down here and do palm muting. We're going to play all of this with down picks. We're going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and this is going to be 8th notes. We're going to play 2 strums on 0 and 2, 1 and then we'll put our 3rd finger down on the 4th fret of the A string and do 2 strums there. So we're just alternating. We go 1 and 2 and 3 and then on the 4th beat we're going to play a little triplet like this. That's going to be the 3rd fret of the low E string, and we're going to hammer to the 4th fret. And then we're going to play the 2nd fret on the A string. So if I put that with the little rhythm part at the beginning, we've got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and Now remember, I'm only picking this, then doing the hammer on, then picking the A string. So just E string, A string. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. So we're going to play that for the E. Then after this we're going to go to A. We're going to take the same figure and we're going to move it down 1 string. That's going to sound like this. Then we're going to go back to E. Then we have what's called the turnaround. Gonna bring it on home, bring it on home to you. So what I'm doing there is taking the same idea but moving it up the neck. I'm going to play 7 on the low E and 9 on the A string. We're going to play those 2 together, 1 and we'll reach out with our pinky and grab the 11th fret on the A string. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and just like that. Then move it down 2 frets for A. Then back to E. Then again, bring it on home. Bring it on home to. And then we just hit this open E and 2nd fret, just like a power chord there. And this sort of kicks us into the next section of this tune, which goes to an upbeat sort of rock riff that's very different from the first part. That riff sounds like this. And this is played, I believe, in octaves and then thirds, so it's like a harmonized guitar part, but the main riff I'm going to show you here is open A string, then the 2nd fret, then open D, then the 2nd fret on the D string. That's on the 1st beat. There's 16th notes. 1 E and Then we're going to hit the low E string on beat 2. 1 E and 2 E and then on the of 2 E and we're going to bend up the 2nd fret on the G string. And then we come down to 2, just natural. Then 1, 2, 1. So that's all on the G string. Bend, 2, 1, 2, 1. Then we finish on the 2nd fret of the D string. So 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 and a 4 E and a. Then we go to the 2nd bar, we do the same thing. This time we just stay on that 2nd fret of the G string. So it's sort of 2 parts to this riff. The first is, then. Now I'm playing these actually with all down picks, and you can get a real kind of aggressive rock tone with that. So that's going to be the riff. Then the next part is the verse where he comes in singing, Robert Plant, and we're going to play this. This is a really cool funky riff that uses a little pull here on the low E string and some double stops. It's based off an E7 kind of blues sound. So the first part starts off with a double stop on the 4th fret of the G string and the 3rd fret of the B string. We're going to hit that on the first beat, 1 E and a. And after we hit that chord, or that double stop rather, we're going to do a rest and just do 2 muted percussive strums like this. Down, up. So it's down, down, up. 1 E and a. 1 E and a. Then we do the same rhythm but different notes. This is going to be 2 on the G and 2 on the B. Again, another double stop. So 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E. Now we're going to do a hammer-on the G string. We pick it open and then go to the 1st fret. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a. Do the same thing after that hammer-on. 3 E and 2 percussive strums. Then we pull the 3rd fret of the low E. Then play the A string. And that pull is just a subtle bluesy bend. Page would do this all the time. It's just like push and pull on notes for effect. It's almost like bending into that A, right? So we do that the first time, then we do it again. This time, instead of going to the open A string like this, we go to the low E. So it alternates. How cool is that? Then, of course, we come out of that to the riff. All right, the last part I'm going to show you is when we come out of that riff the final time, we go, and we hold that 2nd fret there on the G string, and then we go back to the sort of bluesy part like the way we started, which is really cool. Gonna bring it on home, bring it, which is our turnaround progression from the first part. Then the last time we go, and this is a little blues ending here. We're going to play, I use hybrid picking, so we're going to pick the D and the B strings on the 9th fret, which is like an E chord actually up here. So we'll just pinch those 2 strings and then put your pinky on the 12th fret of the high E. So you pinch, then pick the high E, then come back to the pinch. Then you move this up to the 10th fret, then the 11th fret, So there I switch to fingers 2 and 3, and then we end with the 12th fret. You hit that 12th fret, you can slide off and then go to this E7 chord. Open, 7, 6, 7. So. Or you could use your first finger on both notes, like, and then second, third. There you go, guys. That's a breakdown of how to play Bring It On Home by Led Zeppelin. I hope you got some value out of this lesson. If you did, be sure to hit the thumbs up button. Also, if you're interested in learning more about soloing, before you go, I've got a free gift for you, a PDF in the description below that's all about soloing. It's going to show you licks over major, minor, and dominant chords. Tons of exercises that are really going to take your chops to the next level. So check that out as my free gift to you. If you want to follow along with me on Instagram as well, I post there pretty much daily at John MacLennan. You can be a part of it there as well. Thanks for your support. We'll see you in another video.